Hello viewers, good evening, a very good evening to all of you. Today I am going to see another interesting topic in palmistry. That is of late, I have been getting very most common query which I have been getting is from young clients especially is whether one will be having love marriage or arranged marriage. That is a very interesting question. If you take in European countries or in American countries, foreign countries, it is a very common occurrence in their life. But in Indian countries, it is still an important occurrence. It is still a questionable question because they have love instances, but when it comes to marriage, sometimes they have to heed to their parents' advice. So this is their question whether theirs will be a love marriage or arranged marriage. So in this episode we will discuss whether they will have through mounts and palm lines how they show the inclination to what are all the pointers through mounts and lines, how they are going to show whether a person is he or she is going to have love marriage or arranged marriage. I'll show you clearly through pictures. When analyzing this question of love marriage or arranged marriage through palmistry, first we have to observe the mounts of the palm. The three mounts which you have to observe is the Jupiter mount, the Venus mount and the aggressive Mars mount. First, take the Jupiter mount. The Jupiter mount is below the index finger. Suppose if this mount, the Jupiter mount is well developed, then the person will be a conventional person. He will be the lover of conventional things, traditional things, and mostly he will abide by rules and regulations. So naturally you can come to the conclusion that he will do arranged marriage only. Then suppose you take another thing by well developed Jupiter, I mean that finger should be a long finger, longer finger when compared to the ring finger or the Mercury finger, and that finger, the index finger, may have a world fingerprint or an auspicious sign like a cross mark. A cross mark in a Jupiter mount is a very auspicious sign, or a vertical mark. These are the auspicious sign. A well developed finger means a well developed finger for any finger. These are the auspicious marks. So a well developed Jupiter normally fetches an arranged marriage. Suppose these mounts, Venus mount and aggressive Mars. Venus mount is, you can see the picture, it is near the below the thumb. If this Venus mount is well developed, this mount, this Venus mount is a seat for emotion, sensitiveness, sexual feelings and lot of emotion, empathy. And aggressive Mars, it is physical energy and passion. Everything will, they will want everything in a speed, fast way, fast process. So when these two combines and if they both are developed, normally they will go in the fast track, and they will not like to listen to other people advisors. They will be ruled by emotions more than a practical thing. So generally, if these two mounts are developed, Venus mount and aggressive Mars are developed, they will go for love marriage. So these are through mounts, these are the clues which we can get for love marriage and arranged marriage. The next point I am going to show is, I am going to come to the list of lines which shows you the pointer for arranged marriage or love marriage. Now observe this picture. This picture shows a wide gap between the lifeline and the headline. This is a very important marker when you come for the love marriage and arranged marriage. When you have a wide gap between the lifeline and the headline, normally the physical, that is normally the psychological makeup of the person is they will be very bold and independent. He or she will not like interference in their personal affairs. They will be very sensitive also, and they will not like any interference in their personal affairs. And their decisions will be independent. They will not like other people to interfere in their while they are making their own individual decisions, especially in important decisions like marriage. So when there is a wide gap between the lifeline and the headline, sure, mark it as a marker for a love marriage. The next marker I am going to show is, observe the picture. The headline and the fate line are marked. This picture has a clear headline and fate line. They are very well marked. Such persons, they will not have any confusions. They will be very practical. They will know which side of the bread is buttered. No, they will not be swayed by any emotions, and while making decisions, their head will rule over the heart. So naturally, you can come to the conclusion arranged marriage is for them. In the next picture, I have shown the palm in which I have marked a heart line. Observe the heart line keenly. It is not thin and deep. It is not the ideal heart line. It is fully chained and it is fully thick and chained. This person, he'll be though sensitive, warm and generous, because at the end see a very well forked heart line also. He'll be a young, generous, warm fellow, but he will be of a very dreamy disposition, and he'll love poems, and he'll be swayed by emotions. He will have lots of ups and downs in his emotions. So whenever I see a heart line which is thick and chained, then I go in for this thing is decision is that he will go in for a love marriage. In the next picture, I have marked you the ring finger. Observe the ring finger carefully. It is very long when compared to the Jupiter finger. Whenever the ring finger is long, a ring finger, if we can recap, it is dominated by the planet Sun. The Sun planet, it is a lover of art, beauty, love and passions. He will be of a dreamy disposition, and he will be of a lover of beauty. And most of all, you know that he will love to take risk. And you know, marriage itself is risky and love marriage is more risky. So my vote is he will go in for a love marriage. The next picture shows the influence line coming and joining the fate line. The next picture shows the influence line coming and joining from Mount of Venus to the fate line. The previous picture from Moon to the fate line. My general observation is, whenever from Moon to fate line it joins, it is generally arranged marriage, and from Venus to fate line when it joins, it is love marriage. So, dear viewers, you have seen how various signs, not only the lines, point to love marriage or arranged marriage. The mounts show pointers towards the marriage, type of marriage he or she is going to have. The markers in them show what type of marriage they are going to have. The lines show, and the ringer, the type of finger, which finger is long or short, they also show which type of marriage they are going to have. And another important thing one has to keep in mind is, never jump to a conclusion. Seeing only one marker, they will have this type of marriage. Don't jump to that type of conclusion. See for at least 2 to 3 minimum 2 to 3 confirmatory signs, and then come to a conclusion. So these are the pointers which I find. These are a few pointers. There are a few more pointers also which I will discuss in further videos. So for now, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel Palm Research. Thank you, viewers.